my name is Lauren and I am one of the co-founders of Think Before You Type Inc. Think Before You Type is a nonprofit with a mission to raise awareness about cyberbullying, promote positive self-esteem, and encourage young people to use the internet for good. And today is Think Before You Type Thursday, so I'm going to be talking about an issue related to Think Before You Type. And today's topic is self-esteem. I'm going to talk a little bit about why self-esteem is something that we believe plays a crucial role in the solution against cyberbullying. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal story, my faith, my journey when it comes to self-esteem issues, and how I want everyone to kind of join together to start looking at ourselves in a more positive way. So let's get started. I also want to kind of say this is very unscripted. I'm kind of just talking from the heart for a little bit, and I am hoping that you'll be able to gain something from this. So data shows that people who have issues with low self-esteem are more susceptible to being targets of cyberbullying. And studies also show that those who are actually doing this cyberbullying also have issues with low self-esteem. So on both sides of the coin, if we're going to come up with a solution for cyberbullying, it's really important that we also focus on the issue of low self-esteem. We've got to talk about it. And I know today our society is talking more about things like body image and kind of all those things, but I think we also have to just kind of keep that conversation going. We have to do it in different ways until we can really see some changes come out of it. So that's what I'm here to do today. I think that in the past we've been able to incorporate issues of self-esteem into our speeches when we present to students and things, but when it comes to our presence online, we maybe haven't been as hard on that topic as I think I'd like us to be in the future. So that's something that's kind of starting today. One of our goals is to start talking with more people about these issues related to self-esteem. I'd love to hear from people who are further along in their journey than I am, people who really will have some really great things to add to the conversation, because it is so vital that we start talking more about it. And I also want to share a little bit of my personal story. So I am a 22-year-old Black American female, and I have definitely struggled with issues related to self-esteem. So I think back to being 11 and playing softball and sitting on the bench and looking down at my legs and then looking down at the thighs of like all the girls sitting next to me and thinking my thighs are huge, I don't like this, I wish I fit in more. I started comparing my body to the bodies of everyone else. And starting that day was kind of like a downward spiral of just like allowing those thoughts to take over and then kind of letting them get worse and worse as I got older. And those thoughts are lies, and I wish I would have understood that then. I wish I would have understood the importance of variation and being unique, and kind of just like the idea that it's wonderful that we're all, a part of this world, but we're all different gifts, different talents, different shapes of our bodies, and it's not a bad thing. It's something that should be celebrated, but that's not really how I felt about it. And I think that was those are, like I said, really dangerous thoughts to let take hold of you, and they can take you to places that you definitely don't want to go. And so it's been a struggle since then to try to reverse that, to try to be okay with where I am now. Those thoughts were really not worth dwelling on, and I wish that I would have understood that a lot sooner. And I wish I would have been able to take my worth and separate that from the idea that I looked different than other people, or I was different than other people. And there was another day, a day when I was a lot younger, and I first understood the fact that I was Black, and that would impact the way that other people saw me. And it didn't matter how smart I was, or how funny I was, or how nice I was, people were going to judge me based off the color of my skin. Not everyone, but some people would right off the bat, and I would have to deal with that. And I think both of those thoughts and ideas have stuck with me throughout my life, and in some ways, sometimes they're there and they're louder, other times they're quieter, but they're there. And they're things that I think need to be addressed, and I know that I can't be the only person out there who deals with those thoughts and deals with the idea that they have to do something about those thoughts. So that's why I'm doing this, that's why I'm talking today, because I'm someone who is on a journey trying to do better when it comes to self-esteem, to do better when it comes to talking about those thoughts and feelings that, when they're kept kind of alone in the corner, can get so big and can seem so loud and so scary. So I'm here today to kind of talk a little more about it. And then the other thing I would say is just less physical things, but also personality-wise. I've always been very shy, and I've always been insecure about the fact that I've been very shy. And certain social situations absolutely terrify me. And I feel like if I was more outgoing and more exciting, then I would fulfill like the picture that other people have of me from them, and like I don't know, I think I put too much value into like the way that other people view me, and I haven't really been able to be like, okay, like, you know, this is my personality, these are traits that I can work on in ways that, you know, maybe they hold me back, but in other ways I should embrace them. I think that's really hard to do. So I think like those kind of three things have been thoughts that have been in the back of my mind for the majority of my life, and they're things that I've been working towards tackling, and I don't have great solutions for, but I wish that when I was younger there were people out there who were willing to talk about it, because it's so important that we do talk about it, and that's why I'm doing this now. It's because I don't want other people to feel like that ever. And the Bible says in Psalms that we're all fearfully and wonderfully made. And I truly believe that. I think that each one of us has an immeasurable worth. And I want people to start living like that. I want people to start embracing that, you know? I don't want people to feel like they need to tear other people down to make themselves feel better about themselves. I don't want people to feel like they need to tear themselves down for any reason. I think it's really important that we learn how to love and respect ourselves, and then we can go out and love and respect other people and treat them with kindness and be a positive change in this world that needs it. So today I just wanted to talk about that, and I don't have great answers, I don't have solutions, I just have the fact that, you know what, those things are lies, those words that hold us back, those thoughts and ideas, they're not worth dwelling on. And it's important that we talk about them, or else they can really take over. They really can, because I know I'm not the only person who has struggled in those ways. So I just wanted to share that. I don't have any great deep conclusions, but I just do want to say, TBYT, we're stepping up. We're going to do better with talking more about self-esteem, finding people who are out there who have gone on great journeys and have made it to great places when it comes to the journey of positive self-esteem. We're going to be talking with people who are kind of experts in fields that can kind of help us start to figure out how to work towards building up more positive self-esteem. So we're here for that, and we're really excited to share that journey with you. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to click down in the description bar, if you're on YouTube, then you can click the link and find out more about TBYT. If you're visiting us from any other site, then you can search Think Before You Type, and you will find us, and you can let us know how you want us to go about targeting the issue of self-esteem. I hope you all have a really great day, and I hope you know that your worth is immeasurable.